here is what we learned at this packed insurrection hearing today. Explosive evidence that Donald Trump planned to lead the march to the Capitol in advance. That's bad for Trump because it undercuts the defense of a rally getting just out of hand. And this was revealed by furtive texts from Trump's own aides.
POTUS is going to have us march there / the Capitol. But POTUS is going to just call for it, quote, unexpectedly.
Now, it was planned, so it was expected. That text shows exactly how Donald Trump was cooking up a lie to make it look spontaneous. That's also bad because it shows some of Trump's illicit intent by hiding the plan in advance, and that the whole march was what Trump turned to after a grave meeting that was plotting a military role in a coup in the United States to take over your country, democracy, and government. This is heavy stuff. And this was also part of what was documented today, where Trump's most extreme plotters were pushing for him to abuse power with an illegal order for the military to seize voting machines.
On Friday, December 18th, his team of outside advisors paid him a surprise visit. They proposed the immediate mass seizure of state election machines by the U.S. military.
It got to the point where the screaming was completely out there.
Ms. Hutchinson reported that the meeting in the West Wing was unhinged.
This was not just talk. There was an actual written draft order to carry this out. And then to promote one of the Trump lawyers who, frankly, makes Rudy Giuliani look restrained, Sidney Powell. And I mean that literally. She does make Giuliani look restrained. The idea was to take her and put her in some new special counsel job where she might use the power and lethal force, potentially, of armed federal agents to carry this order out in concert with the military. Now, yes, some of that sounds extreme, but this was not a drill. And the newly released evidence shows Trump and Powell took actions here.
Certain accounts of this meeting indicate that President Trump actually granted Ms. Powell's security clearance and appointed her to a somewhat ill-defined position of special counsel.
He asked Pat Cipollone if he had the authority to name me special counsel, and he said yes. And then he asked him if he had the authority to give me whatever security clearance I needed, and Pat Cipollone said yes. And then the president said, okay, I'm naming her that, and I'm giving her security clearance.
And that's not hearsay, despite so much of what we heard in objection on the right. That's just Ms. Powell confirming the moment she got that job, with the newest witness to face Congress, Trump lawyer Pat Cipollone, confirming that she was acting like she had that job. And that's all in the White House. Then today also featured testimony about the, quote, armed revolution, with some of Trump's own convicted supporters turning on him, speaking out. So this hearing added material on Trump's mindset, the military plot, and that militia violence. And now here we are, 7 hearings in, with likely just 1 to go next week. What does all the evidence show together? Because this is about evidence, not opinions or politics or ideology. Well, here's our best effort about what's been proven so far in 1 sentence. Trump led the plot, planned the march in advance, hid his own planning with illicit intent, doubled down when told his fans were armed, and then viewed the storming of the Capitol as a goal to be cheered, not a mistake to be stopped. That's not what Trump and his aides were saying before this investigation exposed all of this evidence. Because admitting that is like asking to be indicted, and that's what it sounds like this committee is suggesting the Justice Department do to Donald Trump.